I am Arthur Piccolo, Chairman of the Bowling Green Association. Today, May 5th, 2022, was a wonderful day here at Bowling Green. The Mexican-American community in New York City came here to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. This video of the highlights of the day is worthy of everyone's interest.
Voz de la guitarra mía, al despertar la mañana, quiere cantar su alegría a mi tierra mexicana. Yo le canto a sus volcanes, a sus praderas y flores, que son como talismanes del amor de mis amores. México lindo y querido, si muero lejos de ti, que digan que estoy dormido y que me traigan aquí. Que digan que estoy dormido y que me traigan aquí. México lindo y querido, si muero lejos de ti. ¡Arriba México! ¡Sí, señor! Cuando no piso tu suelo, es tan grande el desvelo que la nostalgia me invade. Qué bellos son tus altares, mi bello Puebla querida. Por ti daría la vida, como te doy mis cantares. Qué chula es Puebla, qué linda, qué linda, qué chula es Puebla, qué chula es Puebla, qué linda, qué chula es Puebla.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Bowling Green. I'd like to take this opportunity and welcome the Mexican-American community here. We're very grateful. The very first individual who was not a Native American to come to New York, who came here in 1613, was a Latino called, his name was Juan Rodriguez, who came right here where we are standing right now to live and to trade. His was a very lonely existence in a strange land. In the following years, with the creation of the trading post named New Amsterdam, every single man, women and child who came here was an immigrant, and immigrants went on over the next over 300 years to build the greatest city on earth, New York City. New York City was, with all of these United States, was built with the power of immigrants, intelligence, innovation, resourcefulness, imagination, and hard work. It is with my great pleasure, on behalf of Arthur Piccolo, the chairman of the Bowling Green Association, we welcome with great honor the great Mexican people, the Mexican community here in New York City. We are honored that the Mexican Consul General of New York, the Honorable Jorge Islas Lopez, Consul General, we welcome you. And also New York City's Commissioner of Immigrant Affairs, the Honorable Manuel Castro. And now let me turn the program over to the Master of Ceremonies, Commissioner Mata, the Executive Director of La Comena CBO that works with the Mexican and immigrant community on Staten Island. Congratulations.
I am Yesenia Mata, the Executive Director of La Colmena and Commissioner of the Racial Justice Commission, and I will be your MC for today. We have we have a great program for you today, and I am going to give the Commissioner of International Affairs the opportunity to speak first because he has a very busy schedule today, but I really want to thank you for joining us here today.
Flag raising honors this important day and the 160th anniversary of the Battle of Puebla. Yeah. Mexican immigrants make up a large majority of the Latinx immigrant populations in New York City. Our city has a vibrant Mexican community that makes invaluable contributions to the 5 boroughs. Mexicans contribute tremendously to our business communities, artistic institutions, and industries including hospitality and entertainment. Thank you again, Consul General Lopez, Commissioner Castro, Commissioner Kreisman is here with us as well, and the Bowling Green Association for including our office in this event.
I just want to, as Commissioner of the Mayor's Community Affairs Unit, it's truly an honor and pleasure to be here to celebrate 160 years. But it's also truly an honor to be here, to work with such amazing colleagues as Commissioner Mermelst and Commissioner Castro. What a firm commitment it is to the Mexican community to have Commissioner Castro, a Mexican dreamer, to come in and become the Commissioner of Immigrant Affairs. It just shows the mayor's commitment to this community, and we can honestly say that this mayor heard the concerns of the Consul General when he raised the issue that there was no Cinco de Mayo celebrations. Agreed to stand behind the Mexican community, and truly look forward to working with all the Mexican communities throughout the city.
Next speaker, we have Lorena, Executive Director of Mixteca, who represents the Mexican community in Brooklyn.
Gracias, Yesenia. Gracias, Barbarita. But I'm Lorena Corucias, the Executive Director of Mixteca Organization, an organization that has been working with the Latinx community in Sunset Park, Brooklyn, and all the city. And we are here as a symbolic event to acknowledge and to honor all the contributions that our Mexican community has bring into this society. We are Mexican and we are American, even though papers can say different things, but we are Mexicans and we are Americans, and we want to honor and celebrate each of you. And with that said, I want just to say Viva Mexico. It's an amazing event. Thank you everyone that is here, but really, Yesenia, you did an amazing job.
So now I am going to hand over the mic to our very own Commissioner Castro.
Bueno, y de nuevo, ¡que viva México! ¡Viva! ¡Que viva Nueva York! ¡Viva! Well, first of all, thank you to the Bowling Green Association. What best to have this event commemorating Cinco de Mayo at one of the sites where the American Revolution started. Cinco de Mayo for myself and for Mexicans and Mexican immigrants is really a story of perseverance despite all odds, despite all obstacles. Whether it is or it was 160 years ago at the Battle of Puebla in Mexico, or in the times that we live today in our communities, especially the immigrant communities that have to face so many challenges in our country and in our city. Despite so many obstacles and despite so many challenges, we have persevered. And if nothing else, look at us today. I came to this country, I crossed the border with my mother at the age of 5. I grew up undocumented, and myself with other dreamers like Cesar Vargas here today, we began a movement to fight for our communities. And I stand here today as your first formerly undocumented Mexican dreamer of New York City, Commissioner. Y así con eso, on behalf of Mayor Eric Adams, on behalf of the City of New York, feliz 5 de Mayo y que viva México. ¡Viva! Que vivan los mexicanos en Nueva York. ¡Viva! Y que viva Nueva York.
Up next, we have the Director of CUNY Mexican Studies, Juan de la Cruz.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Juan de la Cruz. I am the director of the CUNY Mexican Studies Institute. For those who don't know CUNY is the third largest academic institution in America, and is proud of housing many of the Mexican students who see their lives better off after attending education. We do believe that education is the best equalizer in society. So I want to talk to the parents and to the Mexican kids. Go to the school, do your work. Education is something that nobody can take away from you. I am honored to be part of this celebration of culture and contributions of the Mexican community in New York. The CUNY Mexican Institute seeks to support equity by promoting academic achievement, improving educational outcomes and career success of Mexican and Mexican American students, especially those who are in New York. Thank you very much for the invitation. On behalf of the CUNY Mexican Studies Institute, we are truly grateful for your invitation.
Now we give the space to the Mexican consulate. Un aplauso.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to celebrate a day that has become unique for 36 million of Mexicans who live currently in America. And we're celebrating the 5 de Mayo. I would like to start by thanking the Bowling Green Association for the great initiative to do this event here. Manuel Castro, Commissioner of the Immigrant Affairs, Mr. Merrill Stein, who is the Commissioner of International Affairs, and Mr. Kreisman, who is the Commissioner of the Community Affairs Office at the Mayor's Office. Cesar Vargas, thank you for all the support that you have given us also. And moreover, I would like to recognize the efforts of Major Eric Adams. 5 de Mayo is one of the many living examples that remind us of the courage and cleverness of the Mexican-American diaspora. 160 years ago, El General Zaragoza battled the French army, at the time the strongest and greatest soldiers, and against all odds, he raised in arms and got an historical victory. Nowadays we face different challenges that our ancestors did in their time. Most recently, as we all know, the COVID-19. Being here in the financial district, in the origin of Manhattan, where the American Revolution started, for us represents a lot. It's also a day to celebrate the fact that Mexico and the USA are leading trading partners. We are members of one of the most important and relevant trade agreements worldwide, with an enormous volume of goods, products, and services that exchange every single day. Today, from Bowling Green Park and before our flag, the Mexican flag and also the American flag,
sonoro rugir del cañón. Reverencia en sus centros la tierra, al sonoro rugir del cañón. Patria tus tienes de oliva, de la paz del arcángel divino, que en el cielo tu eterno destino por el dedo de Dios se escribió. Así está. Pienso patria querida del cielo, un soldado en cada hijo de Dios, un soldado en cada hijo de Dios. ¡Viva México! ¡Viva! ¡Viva México! ¡Viva! ¡El avío! ¡El avío! ¡El avío! ¡El comisionado de migración! ¡Manuel Castro!
I want to express my appreciation and the Bowling Green Association's appreciation for the joy the Mexican American community in New York City brought to Bowling Green May 5th, 2022. I hope and pray they will return here every May 5th for many years to come and raise the Mexican flag high above New York City to fly beside the American flag. At Bowling Green in Lower Manhattan, where the great New York City immigrant experience first began in the 1600s, and where the very first Mexicans to come to New York City began their journey to the future right here.
Un soldado en cada